Your crate will look like this when you receive it. It will weigh about 810 pounds in the crate, so you will need a forklift, front loader with forks, or a delivery truck with a lift gate to unload it at your location. If you have a forklift or a loader that you can lift the heavier assemblies out, then use that with a lift strap. Lay out the parts so that you can see everything in one place. Take the bag of hardware and sort them out into like groupings. This will make finding the hardware much easier. Grease the PTO driveline universal joints before assembly. Also grease the plastic fittings on the free rotating plastic guards. It's much easier to do before assembly. Locate the 6 bolts and washers for the plastic PTO guards. The large guard with the access doors is installed on the 3-point as shown so that it faces the tractor. The washers go inside the plastic guards. The other guards are installed with the one having a cutout notch installed on the drum unit. The hitch pins are attached to the 3-point hitch by driving the roll pins through the holes. Oiling the holes and the pin will make this easier. Move the 3-point hitch assembly over to the back of your tractor. Attach your lift arms and install the linch pins. Rotate the 3-point hitch unit up and install the pin in the top link. Adjust the top link to make the 3-point hitch close to straight up and down. Place the drum mower section so that it is oriented as shown. Be sure the PTO spline shafts face each other. The 6 blades are installed and changed with the blade tool. Install the blades with the beveled edges face up. Position the tool, raise the arm, install the blade, and let the tool arm down. Be sure the blade is on the pin and swings freely. Locate these parts to attach the top cap onto the swivel T. You will use this T to link the 3-point hitch assembly to the 2 arms that connect to the drum unit. Put the round T with bushings through the holes so the cap is on top. Don't tighten all the way. The screw will need to come back out to mount the top arm later. Next, get the shorter of the 2 pins. Align the 2 holes on the support arm so they are concentric to the hole in the plastic bushing on the T. The pin will not go through and the plastic bushing may be damaged if the holes are not well aligned first. Drive the pin through, fit the washer and the nut. The nut fits a 30mm wrench. Do not over tighten, just snug. Use a 2-foot length of 2x4 to hold the pin up as you take the bolt out of the top cap to install the top arm. The spring arm will fit onto the top cap as shown. Again, do not over tighten as it needs to be able to move. The next hardware you will need is shown here. Connect the lower arm to the top arm by aligning the holes and the loop at the end of the spring and slide the bolt through. Position the drum mower subassembly so that the center pivot holes will line up when the arm assembly is pushed down. The centers must be lined up before driving the pin through the hole. Do not force the pin through as you can damage the plastic bushings. It's usual for the pin to not go through all the way without adjusting the angles. Use the top link to adjust the pin angle up and down. Adjust the 3-point height on the tractor to put everything in the best position. Nudge the drum assembly to get the hole aligned side to side. Put the washer and nut on the pin but do not over tighten. Locate these parts to install the transport latch. This lock keeps the mower from bobbing up and down during transport. It is to be released when mowing. The PTO driveline is installed between the 3-point hitch and the drum mower. Install the big end with the free running clutch to the right as shown. Attach the guard chain so the guards do not spin. Locate this hardware for installing the pivot restrictor plate. Install the bolt head facing to the back for clearance. The 8 sets of hardware shown here are used to fasten the top guards. The front top guard has 6 holes and a pin as shown. Install the rear guard aligning the pin into the hole and then bolt on. Fit the curtain over the mower with the 2 holes for the toe guard facing forward. Leave it loose until the toe guard is bolted on. Secure the toe guard with the remaining 4 cap screws from the underside. After the toe guard is bolted on, secure the curtain with the straps. Verify that the drum unit gearbox oil level is 1 3/4 inch to 2 inches high when cool and on level ground. Do not overfill. The 90-degree gearbox on the 3-point hitch is filled to the plug halfway up on the side. Both take 90-weight EP gear lube. The breakaway arm protects the mower should you hit something like a stump. It is installed here for operation and here for storage when the mower is folded back in the transport position. The jack stand is installed here. Read the manual that is supplied with your PTO before operating the machinery. The PTO shaft going to the tractor is supplied long because the length of the lift arms on tractors vary. You may need to remove excess length from the PTO driveline before using the equipment with your tractor. The PTO shaft going to the tractor should have 2 inches of space to retract when the distance between the splines on the tractor and the implement are at a minimum. If this is not the case, the PTO must be cut to avoid damaging your equipment. If you need to cut the PTO shaft, see the instructions that came with the shaft. There is also a printed guide and a video on our website that demonstrates cutting the driveline to the correct length for your tractor. You are done with assembly. Go back and check that you've tightened everything and you have installed all the pins and chains, check the oil levels, and lubricated all grease points. Now have a sit down and read the owner's manual before attempting to operate the drum mower.
Visit TractorToolsDirect.com to shop our full line of implements for compact tractors. We have made researching your purchase easy by providing ample information about our products right on our website. Just go to our product page and then click through the tabs to find everything you need to know about tractor compatibility and the performance of our implements. Make your purchase now and we will ship direct to your farm or business anywhere in the continental United States.